from Memphis. Tennessee at the home of the Grizzlies. We're broadcasting from the FedEx Forum. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. And certainly what we have in store for us today. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. You take a look at the Pistons.
Yeah, and this is the second game of a back-to-back for them, so they didn't have a long time to think about that loss last night. They've got to get right back out there and into the grind. And for D'Angelo Russell, the former #2 pick, it's all about developing himself as a player and a leader. Has focused more on the team and less on himself of late, and knows what is expected of him and has to earn every second of floor time.
Pass to Jackson. Drops in the tray. Jackson's got 5 now.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Jokic. Rebound by the Pistons. Richardson gets a wide open look. And another 3 for Detroit.
He's just one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense regardless of the situation.
No good from Lamb. Goes up. So it's Richardson with the jam.
And a lot to like about that play, particularly how it ends.
Yeah, at the rack. That's what you want in transition, a high percentage look.
Now, here is Russell. Pass to Markkanen. Over Joseph. Jokic trying to free himself up. And Jackson with the block. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Jokic has got his first points of the night. Inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
Here's Markkanen. It's Jokic top of the key. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Siakam. Pushing their lead to double digits.
And really focused on establishing dominance down low. And guys, it's working.
They have played physical, they have owned the paint, and they have built up a decent lead here in the first.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And this is what you got to do. I mean, if it ain't working, call timeout, try to figure out what you can do to fix the problem.
You know, also, it's just a chance to take a breath, regroup, get your mind set and come back out fresh.
Here's Russell, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And happy to take it up inside. You see Russell under control and in charge.
The new head coach in Detroit is Dwayne Casey. They're lucky he was available. He guided the Raptors to a franchise best 59 wins last season, and he was the coach of the year.
And they will call over the back on the play.
And you can live with those over-the-back calls sometimes because at least it's an effort play.
Yeah, really wanted the second chance opportunity, but shows a lack of judgment there. Draws the whistle.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And it goes to show you that any coach can get fired. Casey, one of the most successful, highly regarded coaches in the league, and Smitty still got let go.
If you learn about all he's overcome, all the tough jobs he's worked in the past, you knew he'd take it on the chin and keep on trucking.
Iguodala outside. Pass to Lamb. Lopez outside. Over in the corner, Lamb. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Memphis shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And the technical free throw is good. When you're evaluating players, Steve, as you often do, which mental qualities indicate a high probability, you think, of success?
You look at guys who can stay, I would say, locked in through adversity. You know, most of us are pretty good, you know, when there's no adversity, but the players that take it to another level, when you have things that are not going right, and they can stay mentally locked in through times when it's not going well.
Nice work to get it inside and drop contact.
The Pistons shooting their 2nd and 3rd shots at the line right here.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Now, here's Thomas. To the inside. Stolen by Jackson. And even 3-on-3 break.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Down low. Jokic. Lopez, no luck.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Here's Thomas. 1:49 left in the first quarter. A 3-ball. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Jokic with the steal. To the inside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas.
I mean, clearly not on the same page right there. You hate to give away possessions.
Kicks it out to Iguodala. Here's Portis. No good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. And Memphis with another turnover here.
And he throws it right out of bounds. Careless mistake.
1:14 left to play here in the first.
And Nikola Jokic came late to the game. He actually grew up horse racing. Finally started playing organized hoops at the age of 16. You never know it, but one of the most skilled big men the league has to offer.
Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
And Jokic, Greg, said he was a fat point guard until he got taller.
Well, even now, Kevin, Jokic, not the most chiseled physique, but the point guard background makes sense. His playmaking for a center is off the chart.
Basket good.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And there's a whistle. That'll go on Derek Jones. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Iguodala. Let's go. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
Andre getting the offensive juices flowing. Just a confident player who likes taking those type of shots.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. It's tipped. And here we go. Payton heading to the hoop. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. And Jones sends it back. Here's Jokic. And we'll be right back after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
And I felt like in that first period, the difference really was their ability to execute offensively.
Yes, and make the extra pass. I love that about their game. So far tonight, extremely unselfish.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, some have nicknamed Senator Nikola Jokic the Joker, and he does have a lighthearted approach. He said, "This is not a job. I'm enjoying the game like a game of pickup basketball in my hometown." That's the mentality. No pressure. It's just a game. He feels that staying calm helps him succeed. Devin?
Thanks, D.A. Count it. Good. Jokic has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Grizzlies.
You can't give him any daylight or he will do just that. The Detroit Pistons hoping for continued development from their young players. Recent season, some pretty high draft picks. They need those guys to make an impact.
And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
The height to see over the defense and the unselfishness. Terrific pass by Markkanen.
Pass to Maker. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
And the rebound goes to Lopez. Memphis leading. Russell with a wide open look. From downtown. That's tipped. To the wing on the left. Pass to Jokic. Here's Lamb. And a miss there on the triple. And now the Pistons fast break. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. To the inside. Jokic. And Maker sends it back. It's stolen by Maker. Now Detroit moving it up. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Whenever Andre gets loose on the break, you have to reward him. Great job running the floor, one of the best in the business.
Jokic tries the double. And Maker sends it back.
Lacking confidence right now in his offense. He's been shaky all period.
Jokic inside. Basket counts. Jokic has got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Smitty, with all the different arenas you've played in and all the cities you've traveled to as a player, which city do you think, looking back, was the hardest to play in for whatever reason?
This is an easy question. Detroit, Michigan, Kevin, because I was raised there and played college basketball. The ticket request going home was definitely hard.
I bet.
Because now you're starting to ask teammates, you're starting to ask everybody for tickets, and I just never had enough.
And it was expensive to buy tickets.
Yes, indeed.
And everyone wanted one.
Everybody. My first game, Kevin, ever back in Detroit, 300 tickets.
Oh.
Glad I had good teammates, though. They helped me. A beautiful pass to lead his teammate right to the hoop.
The Pistons leading. To the left side wing. Siakam misses.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Jokic on top. 11 points in the game. Here's Markkanen. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Richardson. He's got 8.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
You know, there's no shame in passing out in that situation. Leave your ego at the door.
And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. On defense, the Pistons. Pass to Lopez. Markkanen down low. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the ring.
The shot by Brogdon, no good.
And the defense daring him to shoot that. Good plan right there.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And the call up against Jokic. That's foul number 2 for him. Both teams will make substitutions. Now the Grizzlies with it. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Jackson misses.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
The Pistons shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Pass to Niang. Fires from deep. Rebound, Detroit. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Siakam. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Jokic draws the double. Niang, that's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Hits the three-point bomb. Jackson's got 12.
What a valuable asset to the offense, having a big with that kind of range.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Memphis out in front. They're up by 5. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Pass to Russell. Jones looking for an opening. Here's Adebayo. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Jokic, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
Out to Russell. Back to Jokic. Shot clock at 5. Can't hit that one. And Detroit the other way now. Well, Steve Bam Adebayo out of Kentucky adapting quickly to the NBA game.
He's been a sponge, Kevin. He plays the game with an infectious energy. He's a keeper.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Detroit shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. That free throw, no good. You know, Steve, when it comes to playing with maximum intensity, who is at the top of the list for you?
Russell Westbrook by far. I mean, this guy right now is
right.
all intensity. I think Draymond Green is another one of those guys. Marcus Smart. I think the Morris twins, those guys step up for me. Just speed and power. They play with a lot of intensity. It's all over their demeanor.
Iguodala, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Pass to Siakam. Detroit, no good that time either.
The defense fortunate there. He's a guy you hate to leave wide open.
It's stolen by Landon. That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
From deep, Iguodala. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Still no rhythm. This may be a time when you want to make the extra pass. Give someone else a chance.
And that one is good.
This is where marketing is lethal. Good balance off the catch, smooth mechanics, soft touch.
The shot's good from Nikola Jokic.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And Detroit with another turnover here.
I mean, clearly not on the same page right there. You hate to give away possessions.
So both teams changing it up here. Here's Thomas. But he recovers it. Pass to Lamb. Outside Thomas. Shot clock at 5. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. To the middle. Stolen by Brogdon. 3 on 3. Here's Siakam. And he dunks it down.
Whoa, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Jokic with the steal. Here's Markkanen. Got a hand on it. And he recovers it. Jokic on top. Back to Markkanen. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Pistons trailed by 11. Iguodala's drive. The shot by Brogdon wide open. Gets to the corner and buries it.
Iggy just keeping his head up on his swivel all the time.
Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing. And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Iguodala with the steal. Jokic with the steal. Floats it up for Jokic. Stolen by Brogdon. And they're on the break. And the dunk by Maker.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Lopez right side. Pass to Jokic. Another shot. And the shot goes down. Jokic has got 8 points here in this quarter.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Down low. Bridges with it. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
That's about as violent as a rim rocker as it gets. A real confidence builder.
There's 45 seconds left in the third. Here's Adebayo. He's got 5. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
An unforced error. I'm not sure what was he thinking.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Yeah, I mean, just wants to make sure everybody's on the same page here going forward.
You know, sometimes the best way to approach it, let your guys know what they're doing well and give them 1 or 2 things that they could have done better.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And so Payton will bring it up for Detroit. For 3, Richardson. Herter. The Grizzlies pull it in.
In over his head on the layup attempt there. Too much defensive pressure.
And that one's good, Jokic.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct. He's going for the death blow.
True story. They got a monster lead that's taking a life of its own.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Grizzlies have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throw.
He hits both from the stripe.
It's a luxury to have a big man who can shoot free throws this way.
Here's Jackson. And it's, wow, he nails the buzzer beater. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back to the action after this word. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, the job he does inside, just phenomenal. Jefferson can make defenders look silly when he's in the post. That's how good his moves are.
To the paint. Here's Lure.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And the muscle Hood has is what allows him to hit these shots. Even when he gets roughed up, he toughs it out.
Carroll with it. Inside. Lure can't hit.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. That's tipped. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Here's Jokic. And Jefferson sends it back. Here's Hood. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Hood's got 4 points this quarter.
He scores from everywhere. Inside, outside, in between. Hood can fill it up.
Here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out. Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Count that bucket.
And all quarter long, he's been zeroed in and knocks down big shot after big shot here in the fourth.
Richardson, no luck. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Pass to Jokic. Siakam pulls it in. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend. Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
Overall, it hasn't been pretty for his team, but he has shot the ball well.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And Josh Richardson at the University of Tennessee was a pre-med student, plans on becoming a surgeon. But when the NBA became a possibility, he said he had to switch to an easier major.
And instead of spending 4 hours a day studying, he put that time into the gym. The terrific defender in college, was the two-time All-SEC defensive player. And with the newfound focus on basketball, he has blossomed as a scorer.
Both teams will make substitutions. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. He still wants them to be aggressive and assertive on offense. He said, I don't want us to get content with this lead. Build on it. Don't give them any chance of getting back in this thing. Devin?
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent him, GA, from converting that one.
He's one of the best offensive rebounders in the league, and he demonstrated why right there.
Adebayo. 2 seconds left. And it's good on the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
And they've had the advantage tonight on the glass, and that's another big one.
Pass to Bridges. To the middle. Here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
You know he's going to take a lot of shots out there. He's their #1 option right now.
And the basket by Jackson.
Man, both teams scoring at a higher rate here down the stretch.
You know what? It's all about the offense. Decisive and prolific. Fun duel to watch.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
They're fortunate the defender couldn't control it. Almost lost that possession.
Siakam. It's rebounded by Memphis. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. The Grizzlies making a switch here.
He thrives in these big moments. He's always ready to help put the game away.
And stolen by Richardson. It's stolen by Lamb. And Jokic slams it in.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
Pass to Markkanen. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That'll be his second foul of the game. From 18 feet away. The shot, no good. And the Pistons now going the other way. It's stolen by Lamb. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Stolen by Jackson. Richardson for 3. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And he has the chops for this. Raising the intensity when it matters most.
You see why his number's being called. Dangerous score down the stretch.
Here's Jokic. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. The Pistons trailing. So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1. And it's tied up with that one.
Fantastic job stepping up and knocking those two down. That's got to be a huge confidence builder.
Now Russell. Pass to Markkanen. Over Richardson. A second chance effort. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You know, he's exceptionally focused, well-liked by his teammates. Markkanen looks to be a centerpiece for the future.
Detroit making a switch here. And so both free throws are good. It's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
Gets it out to Iguodala to take the lead. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Markkanen. And here's Joseph for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Bridges. Money!
What more can you ask for?
Phenomenal here in the clutch. This is what fans tune in to see.
Here's Siakam. Misses the 3. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Wow, stepping up in the clutch. Great way to end this.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So he can't get either to fall. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Brogdon inside the line. Misses. So it's Memphis picking up the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that'll do it, folks.